Let's talk about something most people are not paying attention to, which is state internal revenue. For Lagos is LIRS, where for Oyo, where different states have their own revenue service, right? The FIRS is Federal Inland Revenue Service, which is the, you know what federal is now, like the general. But states now has a lot of control, has a lot of things to do in 2026, and I'm going to be explaining that in this video. From next year, state governments are not joking anymore, right? Every state now has its own fully structured tax authority, right? So from 2026, every state in Nigeria will operate like a mini FIRS, which is Federal Inland Revenue Service, right? So each state will have its own internal revenue service. So it will have its own board, it will have its own enforcement team, right? They will wake up, its own digital portal. They will have their rules for audit, penalties, refund. So this means your tax experience in Lagos may actually be different from someone living in Oyo State. Do you understand? Or somebody living in Rivers. What this means is that for salary earner, your employer must remit your PAYE to your state, not the federal level, right? So states will actually enforce this more aggressively. So remote workers earning in dollar, if you live in a state for at least 183 days, you must declare global income to that state, right? So, and this includes, I've talked about this before, your Upwork, the earning from YouTube, Google, foreign salaries and all that. Now, for small business owner, more state audits, there will be more state audits, there will be digital tracking, better monitoring of bank inflows and expenses, right? So states will become more powerful in tax enforcement. In this 2026, they will become more powerful. So because they will monitor on the residents, they will track more income digitally, right? States will also pursue more audits and easily issue penalties and compliance notice. So some states could also generate billions or more because the new structure gives them the clearer authority and better technology to track your income. So now, if your state is not developing, now you know who to hold accountable. Let me quickly talk about what you need to do now. Know your tax resident. So if you live in a state for 183 plus days, that state taxes you. That is where you're going to be paying your tax, right? Get your tax ID. I've talked about that. Make sure your thing is active on your state portal. Then file your annual returns early. Annual filing is your responsibility, right? You have to ensure that you are filing your returns. Ensure your employer is filing your payee if you are working as if you are a salary earner, and then keep proper records. State is going to be auditing more aggressively, right? So for remote workers that you are just getting gigs and all that, go and do self-declare. Self-declare your global income and convert, pay what you need to pay. So make sure you stay informed. States are about to become more powerful in tax administration. So if you understand how your state IRS works, you will stay compliant, avoid penalties, and get your TCC without stress. That's tax clearance certificate. Now is the time to adjust, not the system catching up with you. Okay, I will see you tomorrow in continuation of our 30 days on tax. We are gradually getting there. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do that. Map Corporate on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Then on YouTube as well, Map Corporate. Ensure to follow notification so you don't miss out on our subsequent posts. Because by next year, of course, I'm going to be recording more content, as I know a lot of things will be unveiling by next year. So trust me, I'm going to be taking my time to also record to educate you more. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.